Okay, I bought these many years ago, and I had visions of doing lots and lots of things with them. I actually bought them out of Adelaide, lugged them all the way back here, and like some of my projects, not all, some, it didn't quite get to onto the service bench and integrated in. But these were really good calibrated machines, and you literally can set them up as an off-air receiver too. Like you can hook up an antenna and do quite a lot of measurements, bits and pieces. This really suits somebody who loves playing around with certainly. I'm trying to sell this better, but I'm not doing a good job. Somebody loves the older vintage equipment, but this is actually quite precision gear for its age, and as you can see, it's VFO controlled, etc., etc. So you can. We actually fired these up in Adelaide, and we were sitting there listening to signals on 40 meters. So he's obviously demodding the signal and putting through a small amplifier, and. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I have not done a thing with them since I got back here about 7 or 8 years ago. So anyway, so I just wanted to quickly show these to people on the channel, and more for the fact that if there's somebody who's not a million miles away that could actually make some use of them, certainly contact me because as you know, we are... have a look at this. You see those gaps in those shelves there? That's been 2 days' work just trying to move stuff around, and there's a lot of other stuff had to be moved. But yes, we're doing we're at it. We're really at it. And stuff like this here, I'd love it to go to a good home. Doesn't owe me a lot of money either. It's not something that it's really more for somebody that likes precision gear and knows what they're looking at here. And to be very honest with you, 7 or 8 years ago when I bought it, I was really up on the idea of how we could do some calibrated stuff on these and really have a bit of fun. And I also like the idea of demodding the HF signal, and they're actually quite spot-on receivers as well. Well, one was, of course. And by the way, I'm keeping an eye. We've got a couple of cars at auction this month. We had a couple last month that did well, so we've got another couple down there this month. So I'm out here. And plus we've already bought one today. So anyway, let's not talk about that. So basically, if you know what these are and you have a use for them, and you don't live, sort of 400 miles away, that it's going to make it, because they weigh about probably 16 kilos each or something, so the freight's just going to be a pain. We don't want to throw them away. It'd be nice to find a home for them, but you've seen us do it before, where we fill the Bobcat full of stuff and just say, well, it just was unfortunately nothing we could do. Look at this. Like, I've got an antenna connected to that, and you actually can see it 80 dBm, and then if I attenuate the air down, minus, etc., etc. It's quite, I've got to say, it looks antique, I know, but when you hear it all running, which you're not at the moment because I'm not demodding the signal into a little audio amp or something, the receiver quality was just incredible. Like, they really are good receivers, these German things. I don't want to overstate it. It's like if you were just going to use it as a receiver, you can obviously throw one of the boxes away. Which actually you wouldn't do that, because you'd keep one for the spares for the VFO, and because all these controls, etc., etc., you could keep as a backup. But anyway, I won't try and carry on about this too much. I need to. Big boxes like this, we're probably going to pop into the container where all the cavities are, and all the repeaters that we've got stacked in there, just to sort of get them out of this shed, out of the American barn, sorry. And there's a stack of other test equipment. Actually, let me show you. There's good point. We might just label this older test equipment that needs a home, and probably is not going to make me rich. That's okay though. Okay, so things like, I've got a lot of these old collectible, I mean, I bought some of these for the museum, to be honest, and they all work. Crows like that one there. That's the Sister and Donna frequency counter, which, you know, I wish I had the space to just keep all of it, to be honest, but I can't. Some of the stuff here, you know, it's just giveaway stuff, to be honest. The DSE Crow, to be honest, don't laugh at this. I'm actually probably going to keep that and try and get that going. Mate of mine, Andre, gave me that one, and I really want to put it with a Dick Smith radio or something. Listen, this is a whole lot of AM sets, which are all US AM sets, loads of them. So let's not talk about them too much right now. Let's just worry about there's stuff here like Crows. We've got cellular test sets, which are worth nothing. The JRC cellular test set, real collectibles, you know, but hey, BWD Crow there. Oh, sorry, that shouldn't be there, to be honest. We still use that. That's a nice, handy little device if you're not doing sort of too big a unit. So just a variable transformer for bringing up old valve gear. But that, yeah, I'll hang on to that. I do have a bigger version that I'm probably not going to keep. So that would, you know, be for much larger gear and certainly may be of interest. These old modulation meters are worth nothing. Advanced Crow. What else? Well, see, there's another Dick Smith Crow. Maybe that's one you gave Andre. I can't remember. I bought some off you, Andre, and you gave me some, and it's all sort of scattered in my brain somewhere. You know, there's old TTM oscilloscopes down here. The old Motorola code synthesizer boxes. You know, like I love old Motorola test equipment, but I've just got to the stage where, you know, that just doesn't make sense to worry about that. But look, you know, none of this stuff is going to cost you much money at all. Some will just be free. What else? Oh, there's, yeah, again, see, that's a Marconi little, look, it's a great little test box. It's just a modulation meter, but, you know, once again, I'm going to stop trying to sell that. The more I talk to you about it and trying to oversell it, the more, see, look at all this stuff that's just sitting here and I have no idea what's Dick Smith something, vehicle theft or this pack rat. Yeah, so there's going to be stuff like this where bring a trailer almost. Some of this stuff's really neat. Someone the other day was asking about this, but asking for something along the lines of this. It's a full Midland service station for programming, hookup, etc., etc. Yeah, that's they used to come in a nice. I'll bring it up here. It used to come in a nice box, which I've done a good job of just taking that. I've just unhooked it. Anyway, but as you can see, this came out of WeWar when we went up there all those years ago. And but yeah, you could get your Midland radios, plug them straight into these things, and you know, sort of do a full test. So you know, stuff like that. There's going to be Philips stuff that's got to go. Once again, it's not going to be huge money, but you know, this is the old programmers. Deep thought. Thought. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, those were the days, weren't they? It's even got some prompts. There you go. Anyway, you're getting the idea, because what we're going to do is this 2 rows here of shelves are going. This hoist here is coming forward. We're going to still have some shelves right back at the end there, but I need to bring some cars forward. Have a look what $10,000 buys. Just had this new roller door fitted. I kid you not, it's a few dollars off $10,000. But it's a big door, right? It's a big commercial door. But yeah, anyway, but check it out. Hang on, I'll show you this. You'll love this. Don't mind me, I'm in the midst of just finishing off this Porsche roof, actually. It's nearly done. Have a listen to this. How quiet's this? It's so quiet. And I'll stop it there, bring it back up. I'm just having a bit of breeze in at the moment. So quiet. And there you go. Anyway, I'm excited about that. All right. Yeah, so the next few days, these 2 racks here, we're going to get finished off, just to give you an idea what's happening and just to give us some common sense. So Realistic's in a pile, Courier's in a pile, Royce's in a pile, Midland there, but that's not a Midland. Stalkers, T-Berries, high gains, Cracos, scanners. We're trying to get some order. Have a look at this. I mean, and yes, you are seeing it right. Look at that. These are 40 channel. You are not all of them, but try and find one of those guys. Good luck. We're going to put all the SBEs sort of and the American ones in here. So Cobra, blah blah blah. Then we change over, and we're just chucking all the Unitons. There's a whole lot of base station Unitons. We're not going to get all the presidents in there. We've got to stack more presidents. They're going to have to come down here, or I have to move the, I don't know. Anyway, but as you can see, we've got to make it all fit. All this area here, pretty much, this line here is the delineation. So down this line here, this all has to be radio. I can get 3 more racks across this back section here, but all these racks here have to get out of here, because I am not announcing it yet, but there is something very special coming. It's a car. How unusual for me, hey? Anyway, I am now bankrupt, but it's a car. All right. Okay, so back onto these. Please, if you've got a use for them and you want to pick them up, give me a yell, and we'll work something out. All right. Well, with that, nice to have a bit of a break, actually, as I run around and do a video, because, to be honest, my back's killing me after having to move all these things. You know, like, I mean, these are fine, but it's just the, as I've been grabbing stacks and stacks of radios, they just weigh so much. But anyway, all right. So, you know, if the freight wasn't so much, we'd do these as a giveaway on the channel, except nobody'd enter. A very specific person for these. But look, hey, if you're that person and you know what you're looking at, and there are certain people out there who would understand what I'm talking about here, about the level of accuracy and what these units can do. They are very good. All right, we're up to the forwards. I've got to go start paying attention. We've got a couple more cars we're looking at buying. They're just buy sells, just for our stuff we do. But well, actually, that's right. So I just wanted to check. Anyway, good. We just actually put this up. Works like a dream. The Heathkit SB610. I've actually got the 610, the 620 with a whole lot of Heathkit, my personal Heathkit lineup. So that one was spare that I had. So that's gone up. And I've got to get all this rubbish out of the way. We want to access, like, you know, it sounds great that you've got your tools all sitting there, but what's the bloody point when you can't, can't swear, but you can't get to them, you know? Sort of, have a look at this. Look what Sam gave me for my birthday. Is that an example of she wants me to do more work? It's a 58 volt electric chainsaw, which I thought, I don't know about that. But let me tell you, these 58 volt batteries, you get a good half hour out of those cutting away. I've done a good test. Now, as you can see, I've stocked up a bit. I've actually got 4 chargers, 4 batteries, but we've also got the big whippersnipper brush cutter that's 58 volt as well. So, what else we got? Something else in 58 volt. Anyway, there you go. So, but yeah, once again, got to clean these areas out, and that's all going to happen this next week. So test me on this, by the way. I should be able to show you in the next week. I should be able to come to this doorway here, and you say, you can actually see the floor. I won't promise that all the shelves are moved, because that's actually going to be, I need mates to give me a hand with that, because they're actually quite heavy and they're got to be broken down and then put back together again. But yeah, definitely. So all these boxes, everything, we're going to get stuck into it. Not we, it's me. It's just me. That's the problem. That's the and don't get me wrong, I've got some really good mates of mine. One down in Melbourne, Wayne, that wants to come up, give me a hand, and etc. And you know, I really appreciate those sort of offers, because as you can see, it's never ending. But one thing I did work out: nobody really knows what's in my head. You know what I'm to do with, you know, like, so where do all the 101s go, and where do all the, you know, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm sort of making it up as I go myself, but by the same token, I sort of know what I'm looking at, and often I can quickly go, right, okay, so this here, there's a very good mate of mine that's you know, going to be taking that. So I start to put things together, because I know he also wants the stoners over there, you know. So it's a matter of now starting to put things together and put them in a spot where you can actually find them, and make things happen. And you know who you are. Mate, I didn't respond to your message the other day. My apologies. It wasn't, you know me. It's just This is a very special mate of mine. He's just bloody brilliant, and some of you will know who I'm talking about. The big hint is he took me down to pick up my blue Mustang up the top there, look, he's just a great guy. And there's just, they don't make two of people like that, unfortunately. More of them would be good. All right, okay, back to work for me. You get the idea. All this older stuff, if you're in the area and you want to pop past and grab some, most of it will be free. Honestly, I couldn't care less. It's some of it we've paid some good money for, so we'd like to get something back for. But if it comes down to it, and you're a good mate of mine or you're a good subscriber of our channel, don't worry about it. We'll be just filling your boot up. All right, thanks very much. We should almost make it something like we give you a prize if you take these two heavy things. Anyway, but yeah, look, sorry. The last thing I just want to say is I do want to try and avoid the dumping it into my dumpster. Well, I don't even do that, to be honest now. I've got a big metal pole, which the guys come, and they're going to come in probably a few weeks. Yeah, it'll just go to scrap. And I hate that if there's somewhere or someone that can have the gear and get themselves, with a bit of a project. As I said, not about the money. All right, 73s, thanks very much. And for a 5-minute video, somehow this has turned into 16 minutes. Unbelievable. My wife reckons I rave on a bit, but I think she might be right. 73s, cheers all.